So the last tactic, the third tactic, is we need to get understanding and follow through in place. And again, the very best place to do it is going to be the daily note. How can we set up the daily note to put all those standards in place, to show that they're following that routine? Because remember, again, we got the standards, we got the routine, which is the 7 steps, and now we've got the playing, the game board, which is the daily note. This is going to be the record of everything. It's going to put everything smoothly in place, and it's going to be able to be uploaded, scanned into your patient chart or / your EMR. So let's take a look at that, because this is the vital component that oftentimes you're getting different forms for different conditions. You're not believing that any technique can be done on one of the same forms. You think that you have to go and use all the ones that you were given when you were treating it or being taught it at the seminars. So let me give you a very thorough form that, again, communicates to yourself to show you what you did in the past sessions. It communicates to the patient. It communicates to your coworkers. It's a communication to your doctors and caseworkers. So all 5 of them, why this was designed, so that you would be able to cover your own butt no matter what the situation was and be able to prove what is going on and what the person is commenting and how they're doing. So let's take a peek at a form. It's very simple here. Notice we've got the name, the date, lesson number is the education for us that we use in TMR. Got the visit number off to the side here. We've got their satisfaction score and comments about it. We've got rules. Rules mean rule 1 would be, hey, they got better. This is what we're going to do. I don't know whether you remember that, but we had 3. Rule 1 was if they got better. Rule 2, what if they plateaued or only having a little bit of change? And rule 3 is what if they got worse? What if a new pain comes on? What if it changes location? Or what if something funky happens? We cover all that information. But watch what happens here. So let's just say we test the body. And I don't care whether it's being done manually, like through joint play, or whether it's being done through them self-generated motion, which is what we teach a lot in the TMR. But let's say we have an arm raise, right? And it's the right side's the bad one, and it's a 70, right? And we're going to write down everything that's yucky. And so let's say a twist is the left side, and it's a 55. And we write down a leg raise, right? And it's the right side, and it's 40. Right, but they came in to get their neck fixed, and it's so look, we've looked at the whole body, so an arm, a twist, a leg, we've got something in each area. We don't have to, but they also came in for neck pain because they've got neck pain with neck rotation, can't spell that right, and maybe it's to the right, and for them that's an 85 out of 100. Awesome. So now that's just the pre-score. So look, can't we all just, hey, what joints were most restricted? If we're doing manual therapy, hey, what tissue was most restricted? If you're checking out the muscles. If you're doing a special test that you want to put in here, put it down. But again, we're going to compare left side versus right side on everything and put down the pre-score of what the yucky one is. Now, right here, just going to tell us what treatment's done. So if I decide to start with a twist and I do 2 times 20 reps, right, I'm going to do that for 2 times 20 reps. And then I'm going to recheck everything, not just this area of injury. And you're going to begin seeing, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? This stuff took everything down like that? I wouldn't have thought that. No, exactly. And then you're going to say, hey, is everything better? Okay, I'll use rule 1. Hey, it's a little bit small changes, and I think I could speed it up by doing another one. We'll use rule 2. And we keep going all the way down through here. And you'll notice if you do this, all you need oftentimes is one exercise done. Like keep on tweaking it a little bit until it gets you all to 5 or less, which is 0.5, right? If you're using a 1 to 10 scale, and they are doing good. If they don't get all the way down, we come down here and we do a second exercise. And that's it. And we think we have to do all this manual therapy, but oftentimes if you do and follow the 7 steps, you'll find out that you need to do 1 position of manual therapy to help them. You can do 1 motion of self-generated motion, which we show you. We call them in the total motion umbrella. Corrective exercise we call the Fab 6 and Super 6, right? In the manual part, we just call it manual. We do some spring testing. We do a total different manual therapy treatment too. So if you're an owner, we're going to extensively show how to do the form in both corrective exercise and manual therapy. All right, again, if you buy the staff package. Okay, so fair enough. So that's the way it begins, and then we got the satisfaction score. So now we have everything that we were looking for. You know, the minimum amount better. We'll be able to tell, right? We tell right here what percent better they are. Hey, how much satisfied they are right here. Okay, how many lessons have they had? How many visits have they had? Good, it's nice and neat. When this gets scanned up to your EMR, your front desk can take a look at it. The only thing that we don't have on here, hey, is did you talk to them about the last visit? Did they come for the last visit? And again, what we do here is we simply have these really nice, neat motions. Give me 1 second here. So with our corrective exercise, we might be doing these 6 motions on them. We've done them. We've done it in rotate in. We've done it rotate out. And they say, hey, I think I'm done. And we go, oh, okay, you do? All right, so let us do what we would have done on you on the next session. And so we do alternates. And we do it in neutral, and we see what their body responds like. When they do these, do they still have restrictions? Because just like doing like single-digit addition or double-digit addition, what we're doing now is we are trying to explore that every of our progressions, we do a little bit more in-depth motion, or we change it up a little bit. Instead of being a 1 degree motion, it's got 2 degrees of motion in it, and lets them know that when they get out the real world, are they going to then respond well, or is their issue going to come back? And it's really cool to take them through that type of progression and where they're involved in it. And so they go and do the alternate Fab 6, and they go, wow, 2 of these are really bad. I got 80s in them. And I'll say, hey, so what do you want to do? You want to do a couple more? Or are you good where you're at? And they usually always choose, even though I might have gone, yeah, they're okay to go. They'd say, I'm going to do 2 or 3 more sessions. And that's how we led our patients, where they began being part of the system that we went from 6 average visits up to 11 to 14. Fair enough? And had we not done all of these things, which is get the standards in place, all here, get a routine in place with these 7 steps, and then have a way to record it so we could communicate to anybody, which was through the form, we would not have systematized our staff so that we're all running the same practice instead of each of us really running our own little clinic. So again, thanks for listening to all this. If you're an owner with a staff, there is staff training on totalmotionrelease.com. All of this comes with your staff training for the same price that you would be paying just to train them on continuing education. What's really cool is that even in the beginning, I get together at lunchtime and I say, hey, let's do just an introduction to TMR, get them excited about what they're to learn. You get to take that recording and put it in your training packet, right? So every new therapist that comes on, they get to watch it too. Then they'll go through TMR level 1, right? And then they'll do the manual therapy 1. It's a 2-hour web class. Then they'll do TMR level 2. Then do TMR level 3, right? But between TMR level 1 and the manual therapy, I'll get with your staff and we'll start talking about this stuff. We'll start talking about, so we'll be meeting between 4 to 6, maybe 8 times. And all that stuff will be recorded so that you can put it in your training, and every person from there on out that comes through the door, you get to just simply, you don't have to spend the time training them, but you know they're going to spend the time training, watching the videos, doing the training with me, and then you've got a highly trained person just after TMR level 1, right? When they do TMR level 1, and they will go through the training and do the TMR manual part and understand this of how we're trying to put them together as a company, you got a well-oiled machine. So again, if that's of interest to you, I'd love to have you reach out to me. My cell phone's on there, or you just say, I'm ready for this, Tom, and you can purchase on the staff training link up top on totalmotionrelease.com. Thanks, guys, for joining. I hope you enjoyed this training. and I hope it helps you out whether you choose to do it all on your own and figure it out, or whether you come and have me help. Take care now.